The race to commercialize self-driving vehicles is often described as a potential $6 billion opportunity, but there's more than just money on the line. For some companies, it's existential. Waymo is an autonomous car development company which is a subsidiary of Google's company Alphabet. Uber Technologies is a private transportation network company. This case is important because it determines who is going to have the control of the wheel. According to the February 2017 lawsuit filed by Waymo, Anthony Lewandowski, who is an ex-Google employee, downloaded 9.7 gigabytes, which is 14,000 of Waymo's very confidential files and trade secrets, which included blueprints and design files and testing documentation. In this case, Waymo has the edge over Uber since it provides excellent claims and evidences supporting them regarding theft of trade and intellectual property. Waymo argues how Uber had been intentionally hiding a key project from a federal court that Waymo says shows the ride-hailing company copied its design plans for a laser sensor used in autonomous vehicles. In the lawsuit, they described several ways they designed their LiDAR systems where they used two lenses to transmit the laser beams, whereas a regular LiDAR board uses one laser beam. It also simplified the design for laser decode firing and found a way to compress the light beams, increasing the resolution of the images produced by the lasers. Waymo confessed that it didn't have its eyes set out for Lewandowski, but instead Uber's former CEO, Travis Kalanick. Waymo's attorneys had doubts about him because of his win-at-all-costs attitude and his frustration with the company's self-driving car testing failures. During the trial, Waymo said there must be documents from Uber's CEO saying that they want their cheat codes. There were messages exchanged between Lewandowski and Kalanick that showed them talking about winning at all costs and finding shortcuts. Lewandowski opted to assert his Fifth Amendment rights to avoid any self-incrimination. No one can blame anyone for getting sucked into this Silicon Valley battle. Even though this battle seemed to entertain everyone, there is a huge economic disruption of self-driving cars possible. With the development of this phenomena in the near future, millions of cab drivers are more than likely to lose their jobs.
My name is Steve. I've been driving for both Uber and Lyft since about September of last year. I got started because it really was just a flexible way to earn a little extra income, pay some bills. Well, I could just choose to work that moment, whatever shift, whatever hours, however many hours I want to work that day. I could be wrong, but I think most of the people that drive on these platforms need that flexibility, whether they're in school and they have a rigorous schedule, or maybe they work for someone part-time / full-time, or maybe they're in construction and they don't work on days that it rains, and well, they can just jump on this platform whenever they choose.
On the other hand, California has set a stage for innovation that could dramatically change transportation throughout the world. California, with 27 companies having permits to test autonomous cars on roads, has the fifth largest economy in the world. However, with the rapid increase of companies testing self-driving cars to dominate in this market, they are worried that some small companies, in order to position themselves in this market, would be willing to take more risks and push limits in terms of safety. However, soon enough, Uber knew that Alphabet's lawsuit was bad for itself as a company. They just recovered from a sexual harassment lawsuit it filed against one of their software engineers. If Alphabet could convince the judges that Uber was involved with Lewandowski to steal trade secrets, Uber could have been forced to stop using all technology that included Uber's code, and they would have to pay the damages. Therefore, Uber decided to settle their case rather than trust a ruling.